my friends laughed at me for being on self-improvement. Now, I've always been a gamer, ever since I was very young. And by extension, I have my gamer friends, right? And when I was in 8th grade, I really, got into self-improvement, and I wanted to start changing my life. So I watched all these videos. The first, I think I got introduced to self-improvement from Prince E, the idea of being a better person, the idea of doing things and improving your life. And that really inspired me. I was like, man, I can take action. I can change things. I know I'm not content with my life the way it is, and I can do things and actually level up, because I was always a gamer, so the way I see it is I can level up in real life, and I'm like, man, I'm down, I'm excited for that, and then with this new idea in mind, right, I go and I talk to my friends, and I'm like, yo guys, self-improvement, being positive, and I talk all these things, I'm kind of regurgitating or repeating back what I see on these videos, and these guys are all like, man, you're corny, man, you're a preacher, this and that, they just get negative, and I can't really recall it all, because it was a long time ago, back when I first started. But I would always talk about self-improvement at school to my friends, and they was just laughing at me. They didn't really get it, I remember during the COVID-19 pandemic, it was during online school. We're sitting there, it's late at night, whatever, and I'm just sitting there on the computer with my friend. We're playing the game, whatever, and I'm like, man, there's got to be more to life. There's got to be more to life than just sitting around playing video games and not getting girls and stuff. Not having money. There has, there has to be more. And my friends are like, yo, what are you talking about? I asked my friends what do you want for your future? What do you see for yourself? Or what do you want? And they're like, I don't know. I'm just a teenager, man. I'm not gonna worry about that. And I'm just like, yo, what? It just doesn't make sense to me. The people are just, they're living their lives, or my friends, they're just living their lives, and they're just getting by, so to speak, and they're not really having a plan, and they don't, so I'm just like, I don't know, I think for a long time, that kind of held me back a little bit, because, I have these ideas of wanting to get better, and then, people around me, they don't really agree with it, or they think it's corny, kind of makes you feel a certain way. I didn't have that confidence in myself to know that I'm walking the right path. I was still trying to figure everything out in the world. But over time I realized some people they're just wrong, and I say that because I believe so strongly in self-improvement, and I believe in that I'll be successful. So what these people think and the way they think, I realize they're wrong. And if I go on self-improvement and I make these improvements, they're not going to have what I'm going to have. I realize some people are just going to be average, and some people aren't going to, make it, so to speak. And, some people are just going to live unhappy lives. And if you look, when I look online and stuff like that, it seems like everyone's kind of living that way, that everyone's kind of living this unhappy life. And maybe that's not true, but I don't know. I think that at a certain point, you'll realize with your friends at school that you really have to just believe in yourself, because no one's really going to believe in you. A lot of people, it's just the kind of crabs in the bucket mentality, where a crab, tries to climb out the bucket, and then instead of every crab trying to climb out the bucket, they also just grab the guy trying to get out and bring him back down, So that's what I realized. I can't focus so much on these guys and these friends, who just, all we do is just play video games, and we don't even talk about real life things, we're talking about video games like Overwatch and stuff like that, so I realized I just have to, be alone, honestly, and just focus on myself and focus on my improvement. And as I get better, I'll start to find those people who kind of support my ideas and goals, and want to get rich and strong or whatever. So yeah. And at the same time, there's also another aspect of, you get out of the bucket as a crab and you start lifting up other crabs. But we'll see. But yeah, man, my friends laughed at me for self-improvement, And the lesson I learned was really, who cares? You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna care anymore about what they think. And maybe they'll laugh at me, but I have better grades than them. I have a better physique than them. You know, I have more money than them. That's what it's gonna be. And I'm gonna be living my best life. And it's not even gonna be about like revenge or anything. It's just my life's just gonna be good. You know what I mean? That is kind of like the best revenge, right? Just living a good life. I'm living a happy life. And then while I'm doing that, I'll do my best to help my friends, you know, the people around me, my family, my community. I'll do my best to help them out. But for now, I have the confidence in myself to know that I'm on the right path. And if I just keep doing these habits, keep learning more, reading, working hard in school and all that, that I'll get to where I want eventually. So believe in yourself, you know, because if you don't, no one else is. And that's just the truth of this world. So